And good evening, ladies and gentlemen. You are looking at Mackenzie Field at the Kalamazoo College Athletic Field Complex for this afternoon's women's lacrosse matchup featuring the Hornets of Kalamazoo College and the Saints from Aquinas College. Good afternoon again. My name is Zach Metz. Ready to bring you this non-conference matchup, third straight home game for the Hornets, and we will bring you tonight's starting lineups. First up for Aquinas, a junior mid from Comstock Park, Michigan, number 2, Shaylin Rings. A senior attack from Montrose, Colorado, number 3, Kennedy Meinrich. A freshman middle and D from DeWitt, Michigan, number 6, Vanessa Bailey. A junior attack from Caledonia, Michigan, number 12, Sophia Schmader. A junior attack from Comstock Park, Michigan, number 13, Elizabeth Sailors. A senior D from Elgin, Illinois, number 17, Ashley Susky. A junior D from Grand Lake, Michigan, number 21, Olivia Bowen. A senior middle from Caledonia, Michigan, number 23, Alex Sullivan. A sophomore D from Boise, Idaho, number 24, Morgan Sauerwein. A junior goalkeeper from Brighton, Michigan, number 30, Kennedy Stilson. And a senior D/middle from Wyoming, Michigan, number 35, Brianna Treppens. Aquinas is coached by Chip Vasquez. They enter at 1-2 on the season. Now the starters for Kalamazoo College. First up, a junior goalkeeper from Jordan, Minnesota, number 2, Jordan Flink. Senior middle from Belmont, Michigan, number 5, Hannah Herron. A freshman middle from Ada, Michigan, number 6, Julia Kozel. A junior attack from Canton, Michigan, number 7, Lily Grelak. Sophomore middle from Ada, Michigan, number 8, Sophie Hartle. Sophomore attack from Holland, Michigan, number 10, Ella Spooner. A freshman attack from Spring Lake, Michigan, number 13, Tessa Fuller. A junior D from Portage, Michigan, number 16, Marin Boschevin. A sophomore attack from Troy, Michigan, number 12, Jordan Doyle. A junior middle from Lake Orion, Michigan, number 21, Natalie Mackey. And a junior D from Grand Rapids, Michigan, number 25, Vivian Schmidt. And a freshman D from Naples, Florida, number 27, Mackenzie Newhall. Kalamazoo enters at 2-1. We're just about 2 minutes from getting this game underway. We thank you all for tuning in. My name is Zach Metz, and we hope you enjoy this evening's matchup between Kalamazoo College and Aquinas College.
Natalie Grelac. Number 8, Sophie Hartle. Number 10, Ella Spooner. Number 13, Tessa Fuller. Number 16, Marin Boschevin. Number 18, Jordan Doyle. Number 21, Natalie Mackey. Number 25, Vivian Schmidt. And number 27, Mackenzie Newhall. At this time, please stand for the playing of our national anthem.
Ready to roll here on Mackenzie Field. Zach Metz here. Carson Balker making his way up to the booth to join us. Carson, good to have you. First lacrosse game that you're experiencing of the year. Kalamazoo has won 2 straight, 2 home games where they won a pair of close games against Ohio Northern and University of Wisconsin Eau Claire. Aquinas coming off of a loss. They just played against Albion, a 14-13 close loss. Should be a good measuring stick Kalamazoo game. You play Aquinas, who just played an MIAA opponent. Should be a good way to see how you stack up against, some other league teams, right?
100%. I always like league games, and just to see kind of how everything goes and what pans out.
Aquinas out of the Wolverine Hoosier Athletic Conference in the NAIA. Kalamazoo out of the Michigan Intercollegiate Athletic Association, the oldest conference in America. Ella Spooner in the draw circle for Kalamazoo. Saints and Hornets just about to get underway, and a pretty nice night here at Mackenzie Field. Not too hot, not too cold. Not a ton of wind. A little breeze blowing in a mid-50-degree night. We are underway. And an early violation is going to send this to the Saints. With it, Alex Sullivan. Another early whistle. And a green card being pulled out. Spooner's going to be sent off early. So already an opportunity with an advantage for the Saints. won't be long. But Spooner is forced to exit, and Aquinas with a great scoring chance early. And this first shot saved by Jordan Flink, the junior. He's got a 41% save percentage on the year, and then quickly a turnover as the Hornets were trying to clear. Or not a turnover, actually, it'll roll out of bounds. Kalamazoo's going to keep it. And the ball rolls again. Not crisp passing so far for the Hornets tonight. They get it to Marin Boschevin. Ahead to Julia Kozel, and Hornets clear. Miss assist, Jordan Doyle with it. Gives it up to Tessa Fuller. Doyle with 8 assists in 3 games early on. They had a good look in front for, I believe that's Sophie Hartle. Still loose, and Hornets keep it for now. Here's the senior Hannah Heron. Heron tries to win with speed, breaks some ankles on the way there. Spooner's back out, and then they tried to flip it to her. Wasn't quite successful. Shot clock winding down to 15. Solid defense by the Saints right now.
Just can't seem to get through.
Spooner tried to scoop her way through. It's still loose. In front of the net, Hartle had it for a minute. 5 to shoot. Clock running down. Fuller's going to have to throw it at the net, and it ends up in the stick of the goalkeeper, Kennedy Stilson. So the Saints clear. The other way, Brianna Trappins.
Man, she is hawking down the field.
Is it to Trinity Reynoso? Pass was deflected. Now it's loose. Hornets get it. Heron the other way.
Looking to move up the field fast.
Maybe a transition look as Heron will go with a long pass ahead to Fuller. Fuller's made an impact in her first season, and now with some room, it's Kozel in front to Doyle, faking a score. Jordan Doyle gets the Hornets on the board. Not known for her scoring. She gets her 3rd of the year there.
Beautiful pass, beautiful shot. Love it all around. Go Hornets.
The assist came to Kozel. That is the first assist of Julia Kozel's career. The freshman from Forest Hills Northern High School connects with the sophomore from Troy Athens High School. Three minutes, 5 seconds in. Kalamazoo takes a 1-0 lead. They've had no problem building leads so far this year. It's been holding them where they've seen some issues.
Defensively, got a couple holes that they got to fill.
This draw to the Saints. Here's Sullivan. Reynoso will look to get the Saints the answer.
Trying to come up with something.
Maybe try and go one-on-one. It's Kennedy Minerick, and it's missing wide. Here comes Shaylin Rings, near neck, couldn't get the shot off.
A little bit of shenanigans going on.
Still loose, and Aquinas still with it. Halfway through the shot clock, more than that, actually. Here's Rings. Trying to find a cutter. Rings will go back behind net. Maybe look for a little wraparound. No. Slowed down as Heron there defensively. 20 to shoot. They got a good look in front, and Flink with a point-blank save.
What a save.
Jordan Flink with 2 early saves so far to keep the Saints off the board. Here comes Ellis Spooner. Spooner racing in, and a whistle. And a turnover. Looks like an offensive foul was called. And now a whistle again from the officials. We resume play again. Saints possession. Interesting thing about Aquinas, Carson, they've already played a conference game this season. They played Madonna about a week ago, or rather a little bit more than a week ago. They beat Madonna 14-6. They've also played Northern Michigan. They've gone all over the place, all on the road so far. They're starting their season with 7 straight road games.
Wow, 7 straight. That's very interesting. You wonder how that affects the team, and maybe they get used to it after a little while.
And these aren't short trips either, going all the way up to Northern Michigan.
That's a trip.
Kalamazoo is one of the shorter ones. Here's Treppins in front. Couldn't get it on net. Loose and into the stick of flank. That pass sails. Kozel and the Saints. Maybe another chance. That pass missed the mark, looking for rings. And it will be Hornets possession. So if we look at this Aquinas continuous road trip they got, they go to Northern Michigan, then Madonna, then Albion, Kalamazoo, St. Thomas, Kaiser University, and then Alma. So these aren't like short little 20-minute trips.
Yeah, these are.
This is one of the shorter ones.
Yeah. And even that, Aquinas is over there in Ann Arbor, if I'm correct. Grand Rapids.
You're thinking of Concordia.
I am thinking of Concordia. You're correct.
You'll have to brush up on your Michigan College's geography.
You are correct. I got to study some more, apparently.
Yeah.
I did my best, but yeah, so they're moving all over the place, man.
Heron to Spooner. Hartle to Kozel to Doyle. Doyle looking for space under 40. Spooner inside shot. Ooh. Scores and cue the J Swain.
What a strike.
Ball by number 10, Ella Spooner.
Quick timeout from the Saints. Just a touch under halfway through the first quarter of play. Kalamazoo leading it 2-0. Seven minutes in. 2-0 in favor of Kalamazoo College. Chip Vasquez needed a quick timeout for Aquinas in his first season with this program. Spooner back in the draw circle for the Hornets. And so far, Brianna Trippins has won every single one. So can the Saints get on the board? They've gone essentially halfway through the first quarter without it. Jordan Flink's made 3 saves.
A lot of opportunities, but like you said, those 3 saves have been so clutch.
They're going to get another one, and that was knocked away. I believe it was Natalie Mackey. And then Flink turns it over. Kennedy Meinerick got it, and this pass intercepted. Mackenzie Newhall. Kind of looking like you during practice.
A little bit. Sometimes I have my moments.
Sometimes, well, most of the time you drop the ball.
Whoa, oh, hey, whoa. Whoa. You can't be spreading misinformation like that.
Hey.
If I'm correct, you threw it to me.
I don't think I did. I didn't throw the last half of the year.
Hey, quite frankly, it was in the beginning half.
I don't remember that. I don't recall.
You wouldn't. You wouldn't.
You defensive backs. Always think you're right. Here's Doyle.
Always are.
Always think so. Doyle to Fuller. In front, Hartle's got a chance. Scores! 3-0 Hornets. Beautiful setup, beautiful finish, and Kalamazoo in firm control right now.
Amazing playlist that we got going on at this game.
Yeah, the goal songs?
Yeah.
I don't think any of the other ones will top Ella Spooner's, but
no, of course not.
They're great choices.
You can't beat the snake, man.
Cannot. For those that don't know who we're referencing, it's Jalen Bowles Swain, who also plays football here, and is also, I wouldn't say part-time, but is also a phenomenal rapper.
I think he's making his way in the music industry, for sure.
He'll be up there one day. We hope. We hope to see him up there.
He's got a good song out on Spotify.
6:46 to go. Hornets leading it 3-0. And finally, the Hornets control off of a draw, so now they can extend the lead even more.
A little spin move action.
Yeah, Heron in some trouble, taking some contact, but keeping possession. Able to keep it going. Foul doesn't stop it. Now Doyle right in front, another one.
Give her a money ball. Give her a money ball.
That's 2 for Jordan Doyle.
Goal by number 18, Jordan Doyle.
You would expect her to have 2 assists. She's got 2 goals.
Yeah. Look at her go. She might have a hat trick.
On pace for it, and Kalamazoo with 4 and Aquinas with 0. One more draw control here, and loose one comes to Spooner. Hornets with their last goals a matter of minutes apart. Really a matter of seconds, 19 seconds in between those last 2 goals.
Yeah, and these Hornets are doing a really good job of finding the open space to get those open shots on goal, which I think is the big difference in what's happened on both sides of the field.
Under 6 minutes, Aquinas still searching for goal number 1. Here's Meinerick looking for rings, took some contact, and yeah, that's going to get called. Heron's going to get whistled for it, and I believe we're going to see our first free position opportunity of this game.
This will be exciting.
It's going to be rings to get the try. 5:46 to go. You got to fix the pylon first. Here we go. Here's rings. In close. Couldn't get it off. And Flink holds on. Took a little too long trying to get that off.
And talk about Flink, though. She's having herself a day.
Still officially at 3 saves. Now 4. Here's Fuller to Doyle. Can she get her first assist? She'll go back to Fuller. Fuller finds Kozel, chooses not to shoot, gives it back to the freshman. Fuller's got 10 goals in the young season. Third on the team so far. That one bounces wide. Hornets will keep it.
Just barely missing there.
Kalamazoo's goal leader is Ella Spooner. She's got 18, followed by Hannah Heron with 12, and then it's Fuller. Spooner's got it here. This was entering today, so Spooner's now at 19. Heron weaving.
Ooh.
And a whistle. And this is going the other way. Another turnover in the offensive end for Kalamazoo, preventing them from adding to the lead. Alexis Villarini bringing it the other way for the Saints.
Just speeding through.
Into the attacking end and then gives it up. Sun's starting to set here at the MAC. Hornets with a 4-0 lead over Aquinas.
Beautiful view that we have here, though.
Yeah, with the sunset in the background. It makes it a little difficult to see the far end of the field, but
Tad bit.
yeah, it's a really nice view of the sunset. You ever want to watch the sunset, try and find your way into the Mackenzie Field press box. It'll probably be locked, but if it's not, you'll enjoy it.
Can always get on top of it.
I would not recommend that.
I would. Not as well.
Thank you. Safety. Lily Greelike the other way for the Hornets after they just picked up a turnover. The Hornets clear. Kozel was wide open, but Greelike a little too far away to make the pass.
Trying to get it a little more controlled. Did the opposite.
Aaron knocks it away and then picks it up. Doyle couldn't quite hold on to the pass. Close to the sideline, but kept it in. Doyle. As the Hornets look to set up another successful attack. Fuller cutting in front. Doyle looked for her, couldn't get it. Aaron Boschevin picks it up. Hornets the other way. Doyle to Heron.
What a pass.
Has a step. Heron's going to get a chance. We get a whistle beforehand. That ball hit the post, and it went in.
Yeah.
I don't know what the whistle is, but I know it's a Kalamazoo goal.
Number 5, Heather Heron.
13 for the senior.
Good song choice.
5-0 Hornets. 2:20 to go in the first quarter. It'll be Spooner and Treppins again. Aquinas is going to get it on a violation. And no correction, it's Hornet ball. Officials make some mistakes sometimes too.
Yeah. I don't blame them. It's a difficult task.
It's a very difficult job.
Got to be aware of like almost everything that's going on.
Doyle to Fuller. Greelike was flashing in front, couldn't quite get it to her. Now Doyle gonna go to Heron and immediately scores. 2 for Heron and another assist for Jordan Doyle.
What a setup.
Number 5, Hannah Heron.
Feels like Kalamazoo's just beating them with speed right now, doesn't it, on those cuts?
Yeah, I mean, Heron caught the ball in stride right there and just absolutely laid it in. I think that was the most textbook play you could have.
6-0 Hornets as they continue to really extend this lead in the first quarter. Doyle, in their first game of the year, Indiana Tech tied the Kalamazoo record tied for second for assists in a game in Kalamazoo College history in a singular game.
Really?
I believe she had 4 of them
Wow.
in one game. She's got 1 now.
Going after it again, maybe.
Heron, who just scored his second all-time in career goals, second all-time in career assists, second all-time in career points, all in Kalamazoo history, 9th all-time in games played.
That's amazing. That's absolutely stellar.
And based on the projections I was looking at before today, she's got a good shot to get there.
She's got to get
maybe,
to first.
Maybe the GOAT of Kalamazoo College women's lacrosse.
Okay, I think you got to give her like her own trophy at that point.
Doyle weaving around. To Fuller. Hartle flash. Now Grelak flashes. Fuller thought about it. Gonna try and do it herself. Stops. Gives it up. Heron. Hat trick. No. Save by Stilson. First save of the night for Kennedy Stilson. Under a minute, first quarter. Hornets leading at 6-0. That pass tipped. Doyle trying to give me a breakaway chance. Instead, it's Fuller. Point blank range, and she took some contact and is going to get a free position opportunity out of it.
Got right back up, though. Hornet style.
This is a tough angle, though. Almost to the side of the net. And Fuller will elect to give it up to Heron. And, it found the way into the net. Heron looks like a pass attempt that got tipped by Grelak. I don't even know who you give this one to.
I was going to say, who gets it?
And it's going to be Grelak who's going to get it. She was the one who dropped her stick.
Goal by number 7, Lily Grelak.
We'll confirm that, but Grelak's going to get the goal for now. Her second of the year. Still awaiting confirmation from our statistical minds over there, Mitchell Walters and Sydney Mazensky. And we confirm it is a goal for Lily Grelak. The junior gets her second. And it's going to be Heron who picks up an assist. Doyle, they got another chance here. 20 seconds to go in the quarter. Shot clock turned off. Doyle to Hartle. Tough angle, but she makes it work anyway, and the Hornets are rolling in the first quarter.
Absolutely nuking them.
8-0. It's the second goal of the night for Hartle. It's her second goal of the season. Kalamazoo in firm control right now. "16 seconds. They can do it one more time. One more chance for the Hornets. They can win this draw. It's still loose. Heron's got it. 10 seconds. Take some contact. Still going. 6 seconds. Heron to Doyle. It's going to have to be her herself, and she does it!
Oh!
Doyle with the hat trick in the first quarter with 2.9 seconds left. 9 for the Hornets in the first quarter.
Absolutely perfect execution. Couldn't ask for much better.
Spooner won the draw. Heron came up with it. Got it down the field quickly to Doyle. With a nice move, going top shelf, and the Hornets continuing their first quarter dominance.
Little Hail Mary shot.
Clock's going to run out on the first quarter. Aquinas unable to score in quarter number 1. Kalamazoo in full dominance mode right now. Quarter number 1 comes to an end. Hornets leading it 9-0. We're about to start quarter number 2, and the Hornets 1 goal away from a running clock here on McKenzie Field. And a beautiful draw. Spooner gives it right to Heron, and now the Hornets working right to left. We'll get into the offensive zone as they look for goal number 10. Jordan Doyle, who's leading Kalamazoo with 3 goals as well as 2 assists. Hannah Heron's got 3 assists. That puts her up to 8 on the season. Fuller to Heron. Spooner's got it. their classic cutter play, and nothing there. Now Fuller to Kozel, goes low, and scores.
Goal by number 6, Julia Kozel.
That'll make it 10.
Quick pause in conversation. She plays songs I've never heard. I know love is hip and music. Pretend not to know the words. And I keep thinking that's it.
That assist is going to go to Tessa Fuller. That's her 3rd of the year.
Kalamazoo has had a very clean passing game so far.
Yeah, we don't have the statistic of passing successfulness. I don't think that's the technical term, but I would like to see it. Kalamazoo, I'm sure, will be doing very well. They started a little shaky in the first couple of possessions. Since they've been great, Heron took a hit to the head. And a card is coming out of the referee's pocket. I believe that's yellow. Ansley Ware comes in for Kalamazoo, a freshman out of Hendersonville, Tennessee.
Long way from home.
The zoo is a great place to go.
A lot of people from Tennessee.
Yeah, all around Kalamazoo. Tennessee is kind of like a pipeline.
Yeah, it's like a second home.
Hornets again with it. That pass missed Spooner but found Hartle. Fuller to Hartle. Long range. And Stilson went down to get it.
Nice save. That was tough. That ball was coming in fast.
And then some contact here, and we're going to stop this one. Another card coming out, and Hornets are going to really have an advantage as Aquinas can be down 2 players. This is Treppins coming out.
And if I'm correct, Zach, a yellow card means no playing for the rest of the game for that specific player.
Not for the rest of the game. Just a set period of time.
Okay.
Glad you're learning on the job.
Trying to. You know?
Spooner with it. Hornets can really break this open here. Fuller to Hartle. Going to get a good chance. A flag's going to come out. The goal is going to count.
And 1. Count it.
Goal by number 8, Sophie Hartle.
Hartle gets her 3rd, and it's a hat trick for Kalamazoo. 2nd one of the day. And the clock will continue to run, and the Hornet lead extends to 11-0. That's a good song.
That's a very good song.
Can hear you singing it.
I try my best to not, but you just can't help it sometimes.
Clock continuing to tick here in the 2nd quarter as the Hornets continuing to dominate this game. And Spooner holds on to that draw, gets it up. And now this is going to be Mackey with a chance and a whistle blown. I believe Mackey's going to get a free position try. Mackey from the free position looking for her 2nd goal of the year. This is, she's 0 for 1 from the free position this season. Whistle blows. Here comes the shot. She scores.
Goal by number 21, Natalie Mackey.
Lovely placement on that ball.
She took her time and got to where she needed to go.
Yeah, getting Kalamazoo a cool dozen before half.
So for those keeping track, the Kalamazoo single game record for goals in a game is 22. That was at Illinois Tech last season. Kalamazoo's more than halfway to that mark.
Yeah, they're well on their way.
We're still in the second quarter. Now the running clock will slow that down a little bit. But they are racking up the numbers and they're doing it quickly. This has the potential to be a record-breaking day for the Hornets. Spooner trying to win that one, and it's the Saints who get it. Still looking for their first goal.
What a save.
Another great stop. Flink again, having a great day in net. Aquinas hasn't had many chances, but when they have, Flink has been on top of it.
What a pass.
Spooner up ahead in the transition run. Mackey sent the stop and almost hit a screen. Bit of an awkward pass to Hartle, but it finds the mark. Nearly intercepted. Aquinas has been a little aggressive going for those passes. It's cost him.
Hornets trying to set up a possible cut play.
Heron, they are going to go set it up. This is a play they've run a ton.
Hey, if it ain't broke, don't fix it.
Under 9 minutes to go in the second as they try and extend the lead. Not there initially. So now it's Fuller, and they'll work it again from a different angle. And there's 30 seconds to shoot. Fuller, is she going to try and do it herself? Heron making moves and scoring. How about that?
Went low on her.
Goal by number 5, Hannah Heron.
Throw the hats on the field again as that's Heron's third, 15th on the season. Fuller gets her third assist of the game. It's her 5th on the year, and that makes it 13-0.
And MC Hammer, absolute banger.
It's a great song. And right now, the Saints cannot touch what the Hornets are doing. We mentioned Heron, by the way, who's second all-time in career goals. The leader, Rachel Mader, is at 230 for her career. Heron entered this year at 166. She's now at 15, which puts her at 181, if my math is correct.
So she is approaching.
She's going to have to score some more goals to get there, but it is doable. The leader in assists is Amanda Moss, who was at 55. Heron entered the year 36. 5 before today to put her to 41. Now it's 3. So it puts her at 44. She's approaching that number too. Here's Meinrich. Off the crossbar. Saints so close to their first.
Tried to hit the back and around, go over top of it, but went a little bit too over.
What do you think the lacrosse equivalent to the Michigan is in hockey? You know what I'm talking about?
The lacrosse equivalent to the Michigan of hockey?
Yeah, like you know the move. You ever seen the Connor Bedard highlights?
Oh, I've seen Connor Bedard, but I couldn't name you a specific move.
Look that up at halftime. Can you do that for me?
100%.
Thank you. We'll talk about it later. Meinrich. Stopped by, I believe that was Hartle defending. Reynoso was cutting. They couldn't find her. Rings trying to get the first one. In a ton of heat and bounces it in.
Snuck it in there.
And Aquinas is on the board.
What a shot.
Goal by number 2, Shaylin Ring.
It's the 10th of the year for the junior Shaylin Rings. And it finally gets the Saints on the board. Rings is the leading goal scorer for the Saints with now 10. Clock's still going to run with the Hornets' lead being cut to 12.
All right, Zach, approaching halftime, getting a little bit closer. What do you think is going to be talked about in this Aquinas huddle when they go and they meet for halftime? What do you think is going to need to be talked about?
I think draw controls will be near the top of the list. Hornets have gotten a lot of opportunities off of that. And I think, defensively they got some gaps to plug, maybe a little less aggressive, trying to pick some passes off. Or maybe even more aggressive. I don't know. You go to the full extreme and just say, we got to make a comeback.
Yeah, I mean, honestly.
I'd imagine if you're the Hornets, you're pretty pleased with a 12-goal lead.
Yeah.
And they are going to get another opportunity here as they control another draw. They now lead 10-6 in that category. Aquinas was controlling early. As this one knocked out of bounds, it's going to go to Aquinas. Stilson comes out of net to help out. Now going to throw a long pass. Not as long as it looked. Trying to weave through contact Vanessa Bailey, and
Moving up the field.
Aquinas with a chance to get their second one in a row here.
Hit a little bounce pass.
Reynoso gives it up. Here's Rings. Reynoso gets a shot. Flank nearly had the save, but instead it's a goal, and Aquinas gets two in a row here.
Strong setup. Playing the cut game as well
Number 44.
on the inside.
The senior from Henderson, Nevada, Trinity Reynoso, gets her 5th goal of the season. That makes it 13-2.
Man, I really like feeling the sun on my face and not the blistering cold.
I would agree with you there. It's early March, but we are getting warmer weather.
Yeah,
I
I
don't-
like it.
I don't remember what Punxsutawney Phil told us, but if this is early spring, I'll take it. We were just at confirmation.
He
He
did,
did say
yeah.
early spring.
He said early spring.
If this is going to keep up, I'll take this weather.
Yeah, I'll take an occasional cold for
No.
a majority of warmth.
No, I think you're wrong there.
Well,
Sorry.
okay, you gotta play the cards you're given, and it's Michigan.
It is
so
Michigan weather.
They're bound to have at least 4 wild cards in there,
Minimum.
Yeah.
Probably 4 in a week.
2 of which are going to be draw fours.
Yeah. Heron the other way for Kalamazoo. Under 3 minutes to go here in the second quarter. Quick pass to Doyle. Heron cutting. Doyle didn't like it enough.
Might have been something there.
I think with the ability Jordan Doyle has shown to find people for goals, I think you trust her
I do 100%.
her senses.
Oh, 100%.
Here's Grelak. She scored on the tipping goal earlier. Heron running around a screen from Spooner. It wasn't there.
Going back behind the goal.
There's Fuller. Spooner gets a
money.
try, gets a goal.
Oh, money.
On a bit of a quiet night for Ella Spooner, she gets her second goal.
Ella Spooner.
Bars.
Under 2 minutes, and the Hornets leading at 14-2. That is goal number 20 on the season for Spooner.
Wow.
The assist came from Fuller. That's her 4th of the game, which now ties her for, let me check the numbers real quick. Ties her for 4th all-time for assists in a game
Wow.
for Kalamazoo College history.
It's not even halftime.
That was the number Doyle had against Indiana Tech to start the year.
What a pass. Way to find Spooner. Cutting it up.
Going through everybody. Coming near the goals. We approach the 1 minute mark. Here's Fuller. Moves inside. Goes to
Moneyball.
Kozel. She scores.
Sneaks it in there.
15 of them. Kozel's second of the night. And that is going to tie Tessa Fuller for the most assists in a single game in Kalamazoo College history in the first half.
That's amazing. That's so amazing. It's a beautiful day. It's a beautiful day for some beautiful records to be broken.
15 goals. We mentioned earlier the team goals in one game record is 22, and Kalamazoo's at 15. They're well on their way to that number.
Oh, yeah. They have the ability to blow it out of the water. Now, typically, games that start fast, they do slow down.
And when you got a lead like this, you don't expect
Yeah.
30 goals total in a game.
Yeah. But, I mean, I wouldn't complain.
There's 10 seconds to go as the clock keeps running. We'll probably see the draw, and that's it. Up in the air. Spooner's got it, and I think they'll just run this out. Unless Spooner wants to try a really deep one. Couldn't connect with Fuller, and that will do it. For the first half, dominance from the Kalamazoo College Hornets as they lead Aquinas 15-2. Let's look at the numbers. Kalamazoo put 17 shots on goal. Aquinas had 7. St. O of 1 from free position. Hornets connected on their only try. 13 draw controls for the Hornets to 6 for Aquinas. Kalamazoo picked up just 7 ground balls, but Aquinas only had 5. Each team with 5 turnovers. Kalamazoo caused 3. Aquinas caused 2. Kennedy Stillson has faced a large volume in shots. She hasn't had much help either, just the 2 saves and 15 goals allowed. Jordan Flink with 5 saves to 2 goals allowed. She has stopped 71% of the shots she has faced today. As we look at the individual numbers, Shaylin Rings and Trinity Reynoso with the only goals today for Aquinas.
Hey.
Kennedy Meinrich with the lone assist, leading them in ground balls. Alexis Villarini and Brianna Treppins. On the Hornets side, Hannah Herron, Sophie Hartle, Jordan Doyle, each with a hat trick, 3 goals apiece. Julia Kozel with 2, Ella Spooner with 2, Lily Grelak and Natalie Mackey have 1. Tessa Fuller ties the single game record for assists in a game for Kalamazoo with 5. Hannah Herron with 3, Doyle with 2, and Kozel with 1, leading the Hornets in ground balls. Tessa Fuller and Mackenzie Newhall with 2 apiece. Well, Carson, you got this lead, but what's the message? You obviously don't want to, slack off and play worse. What do you kind of think the approach will be in the second half for Kalamazoo with this lead?
I think the approach for the second half is going to be kind of a continuation of the first half. We saw a lot of clean passes and a lot of smart shots on goal, and I think that should be the emphasis coming out of half, is just making those clean passes, making those good shots on goal, and just playing smart and controlled and showing that they can do that well, which they have. I think that's what we're going to probably be seeing.
We're going to take a break for halftime. Kalamazoo dominant in the first half. They lead Aquinas College by a score of 15-2. We're about to get the second half underway. Kalamazoo dominant in half number 1. Can they keep that up in half number 2? We shall see, as it will be Spooner and Alex Sullivan in the draw circle to start the third quarter. We are underway.
Spooner winning yet again, but maybe not.
And we are good after technical difficulties. Not the fault of our great scoreboard operator, Molly Horton. I said you were great, too.
Just came right out of him.
Hornets have it. Here's Lily Grelag as they look to continue the scoring from the first half. As we mentioned, they're 8 goals away from breaking the record for goals in a singular game. Fuller might get that chance. She'll give it up. Here's Doyle. Fuller's 1 assist away from breaking the record for most assists in a singular game. Still loose, and here's Kozel, and she can't hold on to it. This is a breakaway chance
She's taking
for
off.
Caitlin Hall. Nobody near her. She scores.
That's a toughie.
A turnover for a touchdown for Aquinas.
Goal by number 19, Caitlin Hall.
This guy's a D1 hater.
Back in the draw circle after Aquinas made it 15-3. Hall gets her first goal of the season, the senior out of Wyoming, Michigan. Went to Granville High School. This ball loose again on the draw control. Hornets have it again. As the sun's starting to set behind the Western Michigan parking garage. As this one rolling near the sideline, kept in. For the moment, it's still loose. Rolling towards the end line and then unable to hold on to it. For the Saints, I believe it was Sullivan. And the Hornets have it. Trying to extend the lead. Villarini made the Hornets hesitate on that pass. Now Doyle looking for Heron. Pass sailed high. Rolling towards the Hornet goal, and Aquinas has it. Hornets have had some struggles keeping leads, although I think they're, for now, this one is pretty safe with the clock running.
For the time being.
Anything can happen.
That is true.
Crazier things have happened.
That is also true.
I don't know if you've been watching the Atlantic Sun tournament, but I have, and crazy things have happened in that.
I believe it. Trying to make something happen.
Here's Meinrich,
Just
knocked away, and a whistle. She's going to get a chance.
Clock.
And it shot low, and it found the net. Aquinas gets the first 2 goals of the third quarter. It's Kennedy Meinrich,
Goal by number 3, Kennedy Meinrich.
her 8th of the year. Makes it 15-4.
And Zachary, you said that the most goals in a game
22.
was 22. So 7
By-
away.
7 away from tying. 8 away from breaking.
It'd be amazing to see a record broken this afternoon.
Well, we're very close, not just on the goals side of things, but also from Fuller needs one more assist to break a record.
That's incredible.
Hornets will get a chance here, maybe? Yes, it's Heron.
I'll tell you what, though, off rip, you can see just a difference in the overall energy in this Aquinas team.
Whistle blown and a yellow card, I believe, came out. It's going on Meinrich. She'll have to come off.
Now that is a consistent energy.
Hornets have it. Here they come. And another whistle and another Saint being sent off. This one from the green card. And it's
Interesting.
Sophia Schmader. If you're just joining us, Kalamazoo led this game by 1 point, 13-0 in the second quarter. They had a halftime lead at 15-2. Aquinas has scored the first two of the third quarter. Grelak to Spooner with some space. Now Fuller.
See if they can play their cut game.
Looking for the fifth assist to Mackey. Heron picked it up in a heap of trouble and got out of it. Now Spooner. To Doyle. Fuller's in front, but Stilson made it difficult. Now Kozel to Heron. Couldn't hold on to the pass. And
Plenty of time on the shot clock.
gets it back. Here's Spooner. Looking for Doyle right in front. Sailed high. Stilson might have gotten a piece of it.
She did, in fact. It is Hornet ball.
Grelak stopped by the defense. Heron whiffed on the shot. Stilson goes and gets it. Hornets come up empty. Still looking for their first goal of the second half. 6 minutes in, and Fuller's going to make it difficult for Stilson. Stilson going to be getting a run with it herself. Clock is winding. She's had this ball for about 20 seconds and nowhere to go with it. Tries to flip it up.
Open goal.
It's still loose. The goal's open for the moment. Fuller trying to hold on to it. Took a big bump. Mackey tried to roll it in.
And it will roll
It'll
continuously
roll
out of bounds.
Out of bounds, and Stilson was the closest to it. Aquinas will get it. Bit of a break for the Saints there. They were very close to turning that over.
That was a tough play.
Long pass ahead to Meinrich.
She's right.
Boschevin picked up the turnover and now in some trouble. Gave it up to Mackenzie Newhall. Splits a
through.
double. And now Hartle to Spooner. The Hornets will get a chance to score again. We're more than halfway through the third. What has been a fast-moving game. A little over an hour of game time. Or an hour of real time, I should say. About 38 minutes of game time. Fuller. Saints were back to full strength. Fuller creates some space. Spooner tries a shot, missed it wide. That would have given Fuller an assist record.
I was really hoping for that.
Would have been cool to see.
I love it when people break records. It's such a happy moment for everybody. Like LeBron getting that 40K. It's crazy.
Doyle to Heron. Slowed down. Now fires a shot. She scores. Hornets get their first of the half.
Goal by number 5, Hannah Herod.
Fourth of the day for Heron.
Can't touch this.
Clock keeps running. We're under 6 minutes. An unassisted goal for Heron gives her 16 on the year. Ooh. This one rolling towards the red line and loose still. And
Whoa. Well, catapult action.
Caitlin Hall had it for a minute, and now Newhall's going to go pick it up relatively uncontested. And then Hartle couldn't hold on. Now she's near the sideline. Lost it. Still loose. Hartle still got it. Tried to go to Spooner.
Ooh.
There's a lot of heat on that one. Still loose. And Brianna Treppins picks it up. Running the other way, defended by Heron, spinning. Four and a half. That shot bounces, and Flink, I think, got a piece of it. Meinrich had a good look. And that pass intercepted. Trinity Reynoso trying to go to Meinrich, and Vivian Schmidt with a good defensive play to get a piece of it. That would have been point-blank goal. And tripping and falling, Elizabeth Sailors. Ball rolls out of bounds.
Got me tripping, stumbling.
That's the first time I've ever heard anyone sing on a broadcast.
Yeah?
Yeah, first time for everything. That pass knocked away by Newhall. Treppins knocked away again. Here's Kozel to Heron. Through the rays of sunlight into the offensive end. Hartle slows down, gives to Doyle. Fuller looking for somewhere to go with it, gives it to Heron. Now Kozel to Doyle. Fuller looking to Heron. 3 minutes to go in the third. Kozel to Doyle. They're halfway through the shot clock. Spooner. Spinning. Moves inside under 30 to shoot. Spooner goes to Fuller. Wrap around, no good. Hornets will keep it 20 to shoot. Fuller, or rather it's Heron cutting in front. Another one. That's 5 for Heron, and Doyle gets her third assist of the night.
It's 1 point closer to getting that record.
17 goals for Kalamazoo in the game. They lead at 17-4. The record, as we mentioned, is 22. There's been some high-scoring games in Kalamazoo in the past. This game ties their season high for goals. It was in the last one against UW Eau Claire. They scored 17. The difference is they gave up 16 in a very close win.
Ooh, yeah, that's a completely different ball game.
They had to hang on to win that one. They had a 9-goal lead at one point. It's 17-4 here. 13 is a little more than 9. Just a little bit.
I'd say. Just a little bit.
We approach the final 90 seconds of the third quarter. Spooner won it, couldn't cleanly catch it though, and he's going to stay loose, and Hartle was going to go get it and then eventually did. Got it to Spooner.
Let her cook.
Hornets don't have to shoot again before the quarter ends, but I would imagine they will.
I mean, personally, I'd want to.
Why not?
Yeah, I mean, it's fun.
Here's Fuller. Mackey to Doyle. Fuller, looks like they're content to try and maybe wait this out a little bit.
What a catch.
Good catch from Hartle. Grelak to Spooner. They got something set up here. Long range shot saved by Stilson. An impressive save at that. Nearly went 5-hole. 20 seconds left for the Saints. It's loose. Hartle picks it up. Takes some contact. She keeps going. Takes more contact. 10 seconds left. Doyle, clock ticking. Will they shoot it again in this period? They tried to go in front, and they're not going to get one off. Even terms in the third quarter. And Kalamazoo holds on to a 17-4 lead after 3. $15 more minutes to go in this one. Kalamazoo holding a comfortable 17-4 lead over Aquinas College. Hornets, after one period, led it by a score of 9-0. They led 15-2 at the break and now 17-4.
Yet another win from the Spoon herself.
And a whistle's going to keep this with Kalamazoo. Hartle gets the draw control, and here is Spooner. Fuller to Heron. Heron gives it to Spooner. Spooner shuffling, gives it up. To Doyle. Fuller was closely guarded. Doyle's going to find Fuller in front. A save by Stilson. It'll reset the shot clock back to 60. Fuller in some Heron in some trouble, and Villarini caused the turnover and then loses it herself. Very close to turning it right back over. Popped up into the air and into the stick of Stilson. Stilson holding it for an extended period of time. 25 seconds, gave it up to Villarini, excuse me. Ring slowed down by Mackey. Managed to get through it, and a whistle, and Mackey's getting sent off. So Aquinas will get a man-up advantage. Can the Saints get another goal here?
Trying to make something happen.
In some tough water is Sullivan.
A little bit of a
tight defense from Schmidt. Temperatures have dropped, it feels like here. I mean, that's because the sun's set behind the parking garage.
Yeah, pretty significantly, but a beautiful sky that we're able to look at just over top of the field.
Rings. Got it in front and a goal. Nice find.
Very nice spot.
Brianna Treppens makes it 17-5. She gets
Goal by number 35.
her fourth goal
Brianna Treppens.
of the season. The assist came from Rings. It's her second assist of the season. As the clock continues to run here. Hornets control. Again, here comes Hartle.
What a pass.
Up ahead to Doyle. Here comes Grelak. Makes a cut. Grelak throws a shot.
Ooh.
Blocked away. Stilson knocked it to Doyle, and that was open for a moment.
Doyle's very good about playing the smart game.
She's done it all day. 3 goals, 3 assists. Fuller to Spooner. Fakes. Fires.
Ooh,
Scores!
that was dirty.
Spooner again. The fake
Number 10.
and the goal.
Oh, Spooner.
Hit the hezzy.
That'll make it 18-5. And Fuller gets credited for the assist. That is number 6. That breaks the single game assist record for Kalamazoo College. It's been a record-breaking, not just day, but week for the Hornets. Tell you about that in one moment.
Man, we have just seen domination from Spooner on those face-offs.
Yeah, so go through the records that have been broken this week. On the Kalamazoo men's lacrosse side, Cam Van Gelder breaks the record for most goals in a game. Van Gelder rather, at 10 goals in a game, as Fuller's going to get a chance to add to her total of points, and does with another goal. That was Doyle on the find.
Wait, that was who?
Fuller scored it.
Goal by number 13, Tessa Fuller.
Fuller had yet to score today. That's her first of the night. Doyle gets her 4th assist of the game. That makes it 19-5 under 9 minutes to go. As the Hornets make a switch at goalie, Poppy Balkema had just came in, taking out Flink. Balkema, the freshman out of Grand Haven, Michigan. As we were talking about for records, Van Gelder 10 goals in the game. Logan Gillis had 11 points in a single game for the Hornets. On the baseball side of things, Logan Lockhart broke the record for RBIs in the game, tied it rather. 8 RBIs in the game. He's been off to a tear. He's had, I believe, 3 home runs to start the year in 6 games for Kalamazoo.
Wow.
That's a team with really high expectations.
Yeah, that's an animal right there.
Preseason favorite to win the MIAA, starting 6-0. They're going to get some tests coming up this weekend, though.
Absolutely. That's a team full of dogs.
That's one way to put it. Another baseball record broken. Cooper Mills broke the record tied the record rather for runs in a single game. Mills is a guy who's just been productive ever since he showed up. Same with Gillis and Van Gelder. Everyone that we were naming has just been productive.
Yeah, they came to play. They didn't come to sit.
And Harrison Posette, 5th-year senior, broke the career RBI record. Their catcher, I believe it's going to be a 4 or 5 year starter. He's a guy who's just been a pleasure to watch. Just hitting at the plate, he's been dominant. As Mackey's got it here, and then finally, multiple Hornets named MIAA Player of the Week. David Steckow on the baseball side. This past week hit .750.
Ooh, near almost goal.
Near goal there, a stop. Steckow had .750, 9 hits, 8 RBIs in a week.
Wow.
And then Van Gelder was also named Men's Lacrosse Player of the Week. You know, we mentioned the program record, also 10 goals and 2 ground balls. And then Heron, who's out there right now, with 9 draw controls, 3 cause turnovers, and 8 total points last week. She was the MIAA Defensive Player of the Week.
Just rattling them off left and right.
It's been a good week for Kalamazoo as this one in front of the net. And Heron, guess who, picks it up. Under 7 minutes to go in this one. Kalamazoo creeping closer to that goal record, too. You'd love to see them get that and just add to the numbers.
It would be incredible.
There's probably more records that we're missing, too. There's only so much that we can look up here.
Yeah.
Mackey to Heron. Elects not to shoot it. And you can tell they're kind of in bleed some clock mode. Here's Kozel. To Heron. Cuts inside, had it knocked away, and it rolls to Stilson. In some trouble.
And a lot of trouble.
Taking it away. Mackey ripped it away from Susky. And again, the Hornets will look to bleed out a little more clock, and Mackey got away from some heat. 19-5 Hornets. Doyle directing a little bit of traffic. Gives it to Grelak. Hornets going to make a switch at goalie in live time.
Hornets are trying to swap out a goalie.
They're going to continue to bleed the clock while they do it. New goalie coming in. It's Caitlin Grice, freshman out of Ann Arbor, Michigan. Hornets still with it, 25 to shoot. 4.5 to go in this one as they continue to work this clock down.
Caitlin's in my Spanish class.
Really?
Hmm? Very nice girl.
Spooner makes a tough catch. Spooner weaving in, took some contact. A whistle's going to be blown. And a Saint is going to be getting sent off. It's Treppins, who has been sent off multiple times today, and Spooner will get a free position try. .4:15 to go. Spooner from the free position this year is 2 of 6. As we are awaiting something at the scores table on the field.
Something's going on.
Got that cleared up, I think.
Possibly.
Maybe.
Potentially.
I think they're clearing up if it's a yellow card or not, and it is, I believe. And a false start on that. Which means Spooner's going to get another try.
She hit a 360.
360.
Have you ever seen that before?
Not in women's lacrosse, I haven't.
Crazy.
Spooner's going to miss the shot wide. I think Stilson got a piece of it. Relax got it. Clock continuing to wind, and Herron couldn't hold on to the pass. She'll go back to get it. Continue to work around the horn. Mackey in front, scores!
Oh, and that is the record for the assist right there.
It's actually,
Miss Fuller.
it's actually 7.
Oh, that's 7.
You got to pay attention, man.
I was waiting the whole time. I was so excited. I was going to go crazy, and then, oh, man.
Release your excitement now. It technically is record breaking because it breaks her now own record.
Amazing.
That makes it 20-5, a new season high for the Hornets in goals this season. With under 3 minutes to go.
Still a chance to touch that record, possibly break it, but
I don't think they're gonna.
slim window, yeah.
They have to try and score pretty quickly, and I don't think they're gonna do that.
I don't think there's a need for it.
Under 2.5 to go. Herron's got it to Doyle. And I believe they're just going to sit on even more time. Likely going to be, this possession will be likely the final time Kalamazoo shoots it in this game. Assuming they run enough clock down to put them under 90 seconds the next time they get it, if they get it back. Under 2 minutes. Hornets dominant all day today. And a day where last week we saw records broken left and right. Tessa Fuller gets her own today. Just her 4th collegiate game. Spooner spinning. They might try and take a shot sooner. There's a lot going on in the MIAA today. But only one other women's lacrosse game. Adrian was at North Central. Don't have a score update on that one. Our next broadcast will be Saturday as this in front. Hartle scores again. Make it 8 for Fuller.
Goal by number 8, Sophie Hartle.
Hartle gets her 4th of the day. That's her 4th of the year Under a minute to go. It makes it 21-5 Hornets. They're going to come up a tad short of tying the scoring record. That's going to actually put them technically tied for third. 22 has happened twice. 21 has happened 3 times. On April 3rd of 2021, April 25th of 2019, and April 15th of 2017. And now, March 6th of 2024. As the clock continues to wind, and Hornets get, after Aquinas scored about 2.5 minutes into the fourth, they dominate the rest of the way. Final draw, control of this game, most likely, is going to be won by the Saints, I believe. No, it's Hartle coming in. It is the Hartle. 10 seconds.
Hurry up.
They're not going to shoot it again. I don't think.
But what
at
if they do?
Heron to Fuller. She is going to shoot it again, and she scores. To end the game, Tessa Fuller
13. Tessa Fuller.
Ties the record a third time of 22 points in one game.
What a performance from Fuller. 3 goals, 8 assists, or rather 2 goals, 8 assists, 10 total points. The Hornets tie the single season record for goals in a game. Fuller with a career day in her 4th collegiate game. We'll tell you again about those numbers in one moment. As we look at the final numbers, Kalamazoo with 28 shots on goal. Aquinas with 11. They were each team 1 and 2 from the free position. Hornets, second half, they were dominant from the draw control. Might have controlled every single one, 24-6. They had 17 ground balls to Aquinas 14. 12 turnovers to the Saints 10. Cost 7 of them. Aquinas caused 5. Losing goal keeper today is Kennedy Stilson. Had a tough task in front of her facing all those shots. Managed to make 6 saves, stopped 21% of the shots. Jordan Flink, the winning goalkeeper, led in 6 goals. Stopped 54% of the shots she faced. Poppy Balkema and Caitlin Grice also got time in net, did not make any saves, did not face any shots. Scoring for Aquinas, Shaylin Rings, Kennedy Meinerick, Caitlin Hall, Brianna Treppins, Trinity Reynoso. And assists, Rings, and Meinerick each with 1. Leading them in ground balls today, Treppins and Alexis Villarini. On the Hornets side, time to go through all the numbers. Hannah Heron with 5 goals, Sophie Hartle with 4, Ella Spooner and Jordan Doyle with 3, Julia Kozel, Tessa Fuller, and Natalie Mackey with 2, and Lily Grelak with 1. In the assist category, Tessa Fuller, as we mentioned, breaking the single-game assist record with 8 of them. Hannah Heron and Jordan Doyle adding to their totals as well with 4. Kozel had one of her own, leading Kalamazoo in ground balls. Fuller, Marin Boschevin, and Mackey with 3 apiece. A complete performance for Kalamazoo today. Every front playing really sharp. Their next game coming up will be this Saturday. They will hit the road for the first time in a while. They will travel to Franklin College. Aquinas' next game, as the Saints drop to 1 and 3, will be on Saturday as well when they travel to St. Thomas. Kalamazoo improves to 2 and 2. That'll just about do it here from Mackenzie Field, the Kalamazoo College Athletics Field Complex. We thank you all for tuning in. Remind you our next broadcast will be on Saturday when the Kalamazoo College men's lacrosse team will be in action. We invite you all to tune in to that game on Saturday. They will host the Milwaukee School of Engineering at 1 p.m. That's signing off for tonight from Mackenzie Field. My name is Zach Metz. Next to me is Carson Balker. Your final score one more time. Kalamazoo 21, Aquinas 5.